I'm Oscar Hagelsup. I'm the Assistant Special Agent in charge for Homeland Security Investigations in El Paso. I used to kid myself that I could be more effective in going after drug traffickers, but the more that I look at it, we're all a pawn in the game.
My name is Bernardo Ruiz, and I'm the director-producer of Kingdom of Shadows, the documentary.
The Zetas were specially trained to go after the cartels.
So Kingdom of Shadows is it's a kind of a braid of these three different stories, three different perspectives about the drug war, the U.S. Mexico narco conflict. We have the story of a former smuggler in Texas, human rights defender in Mexico, and a federal agent in the United States working for Homeland Security Investigations.
Entonces, ¿qué es lo que hace después de que tortura y de que mata a la gente? Bueno, pues trata de desintegrar y de borrar cualquier evidencia que nos permitiera llegar a la verdad.
Each one of the characters has a twist. Same thing with Sister Consuelo. She's a diminutive Catholic nun. You know, you'd think she might be a kind of meek, quiet person, but in fact she is someone who's pushing the state government of Nuevo León and in other areas in Mexico to do their jobs and to help families get some justice for their missing loved ones. If you didn't see Oscar Agent Hagelsieb in his suit, you know, if you saw him on his Harley in El Paso with tats, you might think, oh, this guy's a drug dealer or a gang member. But in fact, he's a high-ranking federal agent working in the, in narcotics and smuggling and in various areas. And each one of the characters has a kind of surprise or a twist. Don Henry Ford, to many people, looks like a kind of classic John Wayne cowboy, but in fact was a smuggler working for the Juarez cartel at the height of the Just Say No era.
There was a multinational, international business, and I was just a little cog in the wheel.
Part of the reason that I decided to do the film and that I agreed was the fact that I had worked undercover for so many years. I'm not going to remember everybody that I dealt with. Maybe if I had done one deal or two deals throughout my career, but for me it was an everyday job. What really kicked off my undercover career in federal law enforcement was picking up phones from loads that we had intercepted at the border.
You know, I was fascinated by Oscar's story because kind of through his personal story, you also get a kind of history of the U.S. Mexico narco conflict. You know, when Oscar was a kid during his teen years, when you saw the rise of the Juarez cartel, that was kind of arguably a kind of old school model. It was like there was one dominant cartel, and as he becomes an agent and goes out into the field and works as an undercover, you begin to see the splintering and fragmentation of organized crime groups that are all battling for, you know, control of smuggling routes in the United States, where it's become even more violent and more dangerous. So, you know, that was one of the things that all the character stories in the film are helping us glimpse this kind of bigger picture story, this thing that we call the drug war. I would love for this film to kind of generate a more sophisticated debate about this problem that we face. At the end of the day, this is about creating safer communities, right? People reducing harm. And so I think if this film can be a part of a dialogue, a public dialogue around how to reduce harm, I think we'll be headed in the right direction.